Hello guys, welcome back to the ASP.NET MVC and Entity Framework Learning by Example project, and project is GNVS Shop. Okay, so today in this video I would like to show you how to work with the contact form by using the reCaptcha field to prevent some spam to the server. Okay, so basically when you are creating a contact form in your website without using the reCaptcha, so anyone can submit the data over the contact form to the server in many times. So maybe there are some the spam data into the server. So today I would like to show you how to use the reCaptcha field. There is a service of the Google. We can call it the Google reCaptcha. So it will prevent some the spam data from the anyone who is not the humans. Okay, so let's get started. There is a website we are working on. I'm hosting it on my local PC. And here, when the user click on the contact us on the navigation menu here, so currently there is the text only on this contact form. So now I go ahead to create some form data here with some field here, name, email, address, mobile phone, and at the end I have a reCaptcha field, and the user have to pass the reCaptcha field in order to submit the data into the server. Okay, so now I have to open the SQL server to create a contact table, contact us table. Right click on the table and create new table. I will create a table with some field ID, email, ID, name, email, phone, and content. ID should be primary key and integer. How to encrypt? The identity, yet, and the name should be MVC. Save it. I will name it here contact us table. Okay. Here we have the finished created the contact us table in the SQL server, and now we back to the Visual Studio. There is the shortcode we are using. I will. Okay, so I have to open the data model here. Right click on this one and click on update model from database. Table contact us. Okay, it has just created a new model into the GNVS shop model here. Save it. Close it. And now you have to review the project. Okay, tune option. I go ahead to change the color theme to dark because it light here it look not good for me. Okay. Okay, so we have done the step to create the data table over the SQL server, and also we generate the model is in the Visual Studio. So now we go ahead to open the web page. Before we working with the contact model over the Visual Studio, so we have to set up something for reCaptcha Google. You go ahead to open the google.com/reCaptcha/intro and /index.html. You can see here on the top right we have a blue button here. It is get reCaptcha. You go ahead to click on this. Okay, so now you scroll down, you can see we have register a new site. So now here I will register for this shop.local site. We have three types of the reCaptcha. So now I go ahead to select the first one. Domain is shop.local. Accept the reCaptcha term and service. Click on the register button. Okay, so you can see here on this page, it contains some information of the key pair. That means you have just created the reCaptcha testing for the domain shop.local successfully. Here we have two steps here. Step 1, there the information we should include in the client side, and the step 2, we have to include some information into the backend server code. I mean in the when we are working with the MVC.net, so we have to include the server side integration into the controller code. Okay, so basically the workflow of the reCaptcha is very busy. It's very basic. So on the client side, you click on the "I'm not a robot" checkbox, so it will open the dialog. You have to correct the data. So after that, you click on the submit button to the server, and on the server we have a secret and a key here. It will be on the response from the client. So after that, it will compare the data between the server and the client over an API. So if the data is matched, so that means the submit from the user is valid, and otherwise it is invalid. So if the data is invalid, we cannot submit the data into the web server. Okay, so I think that is very simple. So I will show you step by step in the code, so it will make you understand more. Okay, so now we will come back to work on this later and back to the Visual Studio code. And now I go ahead to create a contact us controller because we already have this before, so no need to create it anymore. Okay, we have contact us here. Okay, so I think I will guide you step by step, so I will remove this one first. Controller. You can select MVC file controller empty, or select the with read write action. So here, okay, so I will go ahead to select the second option here by click on adding new page, add. Okay, so if you select the option 2, it will automatically generating some the method like index, detail, create, update, delete. They are the default methods of the Visual Studio of an action. Sorry, of a model in the database. Okay, so now save it. Try to review this one again. Back to the website. Contact us. Okay, still work fine. And now I will go ahead to create some code for CAPTCHA on Visual Studio. Firstly, I go ahead to create a class to handle the response from the Google server. I name it CAPTCHA response. Should be class response. Using new recent. I have public. Should be recent property. Okay. So now I have to create some method to validate the captcha. Okay, so I think I have to work on the view first. Okay, so you can see here we have a contact us. We already have index here because I already created it before. So if you don't have the index already here, so you just go ahead to select index, right click on it and add view here, and then you can select something for template. It should be the lead, and model class it should be the contact us. Here, contact you. Okay, so after that click on add button. So now because I already have it, so I click on go to view to open this. Okay. Okay, so at the end of the text here, so I go ahead to create something for reCaptcha. Div. Okay, so I will open website and copy the captcha. Okay. And input type it should be submit. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so now try to run it. Right. Not work. Okay. This one. Yeah. So you can see here for now the reCaptcha checkbox of the Google has been added into this page. So now try to submit this. Yeah. So now we still not we cannot submit the form because we have to include we write some action for submit button in the post method. Okay. So fully the configuration for reCaptcha on this form it had been done. So now we back to Visual Studio to write some code for server side. And this the information here should be in a form. Okay. So now write a form for this one. This should be the action. And this one should be the name of the controller. It should be contact us. Okay. From methods should be put. And write some ID for this one. Okay. We try it again. Yeah, it's equal the action. So now I will name it action should be the validate captcha. Copy it. So now we write the code. We write the code for the action, the validate captcha. Okay. Should be http port. Complete. Spawn. It should be string E. HTTPS. I don't remember exactly, so I have to search on the internet for this one. API site verify secret. Oh, here it will suggest for me. I don't remember. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Recent convert is URI object. Okay. Okay, so now we have to check something if we have any errors from the Google CAPTCHA, so we have to handle it. Okay, so here we have to handle two status of the message from the Google CAPTCHA. If we get the error message from the server, so we have to handle it and display the right message to the user. And otherwise, if we got the success, so we have to we are able to submit the data into the web server. Okay. So now, basically, the Google CAPTCHA it have some message, the error message is missing input secret, invalid input secret, and missing input response. And the last one is invalid input response. So now we have to handle it. return view. We should return it into the index. We return the message into viewback. Okay, that's all. Then we return the message. Okay, so now we go to the right key. It should be Okay, so now try to review the project and open the website and run it again and double check. Or see here. Okay. Submit form. Select. You should follow the question in the of the Google, and after that you select the right image. It is not invalid, so we have to try again. Submit form. Okay, so now sorry, we have to open the index here and display the message. Okay. If view back look. So we have to check if the message is not known, so we will display the message here on the index page. Okay, try it again. Yeah, you can see here it is missing response parameter. Okay, so I will move it to down here. Yeah, you can see if we correct the data from the Google reCaptcha, so it will display the message for validated. That means for now the validation is successfully. Okay, so now we have just finished the configuration for reCaptcha on the contact form, and now I go ahead to create some the controller, some the control on this form to submit the data into the server. So it should be the name, email, phone, and content. Okay, so now basically we have just done it in some other video previously, so now I just go ahead to copy it. Okay, so now I don't, it should be the shopping cart in checkout. Okay, cool. I will copy this table data. It should about we can copy this one. It should be content. Okay, so now we have validation form. We have to validate the user and had been entered the data for the form before we submitting it to the server. Should be contact form. There are some the required mandatory field on the form. Okay. Try to refresh this and see the change on the UI. It looks not good for now. Okay. Yeah, so we have to enter the information for some field here before before we passing the data for this validation. So after that we go to check the validation for reCAPTCHA later. Okay, cool. So now we back to the controller, and for now we have to update the data for the code for controller. We have to receive the data from the form. Okay. In the so we have to update it in the succeed key. Here it should be validated here. Contact here. Contact. Contact. Okay. Name. No. Name, email, or phone. Contact. Okay, so it should be collection. Okay, copy this. We change the message here. Draw query. Okay. So now if all of the validation is done, we will save the contact information into the database. Okay, so now I open the database here, open the form. For now there is no record in this table. Okay, come back to the website and we have to build project first. Okay, come back to the website and refresh this. Okay, we can change this one into the text area to make it look better. Input type, it should be the no input type, it should be text area. Okay. Yes, we have some errors when validate the CAPTCHA. Try it again. No record added into this table. Oh, still error. Try again one more time. Yeah, you can see here we got the message. The query has been submitted successfully. We will get back to you shortly. So that means for now you have just submitted the data into server successfully. You can open the videos contact us. Oh, sorry. I have forgot save the data into database. Oh my god. Sorry. Create the data contact for this one, and after that save it into database. Okay, I'm so sorry, my mistake. and sometimes the validation service of the Google CAPTCHA it have some issue, so we have to submit the form sometime in order to submit the data into web server. Again. Yeah, successfully. Yes, you can see for now we have not set the submitted data from the user into the database here. So now try it one more time. Yeah. Okay. So you think here it is working fine for now. If the user enter the invalid information on this page, so we don't save it in the database. Okay. I think that's all for today. And after you finish this video, you know how to work with the Google reCAPTCHA to prevent the spam data submitting into your web server. Okay, so I hope this video will helpful for you. And after finish this video, I will upload it into the YouTube, and you can find some the link for this tutorial over the description of the YouTube. Okay, so hope that helped, and feel free to let me know if you see any issue. Bye bye. Talk to you later.